Hey guys, welcome to the Insurance Agent Podcast. I'm your host, Craig Gerald.
And I'm your co-host, James Warren.
And we focus on, mainly life insurance agents, but helping insurance agents navigate the muddy waters of marketing and lead generation advertising out there, really branding yourself as an agent. That's what we help agents with the most is getting organized, getting leads coming in, getting a CRM or making sure you have a CRM, and just all about building value and helping out insurance agents be more successful in their business. And today we're going to talk about advertising, right, James?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, because, a lot of people think they need to, post more on Instagram or Facebook. I talk to agents all the time that are like, yeah, I got this Facebook page, but I need to post more on it. I need to get some more posts on there. The only problem is you can put 1,000 posts on your Facebook business page and no one ever is really going to see it because
who's really going to want to follow an insurance business page,
Yeah. I mean, unless you have
a theme page and you relate to it, but no one's really going to follow that. So.
Yeah. Unless you have but even the pages that have a lot of followers, especially Facebook, even Instagram, organic reach just continues to decline because they're trying to push more people towards advertising on the platforms, because that's their source of revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's important to, whether you're running ads for lead generation, which is something we highly recommend, but also, if you're an insurance agent, say in Nashville or Boise or Sacramento, a large metropolitan area, if you could create a Facebook ad with, just a video of you with some kind of specific offer, if it's life insurance, and you're selling permanent life insurance policies or IULs, just have a video. Hey, let me show you how to, invest in real estate using tax-free strategies, or let me show you how to have a tax-free retirement where every paycheck you withdraw, you don't pay taxes on it as income. You want to learn how to do that? If you had a video circulating a 20-mile radius and you spent $10 a day on it, there's going to be so many more people seeing that one video versus you having to come up with an individual post every day or every other day. Like, oh, what am I going to talk about this in
and
this
if you
post?
Make it directed where it's benefits the user of why they should get insurance or the type of insurance you're trying to sell in a way that is interesting and entertaining. That's a solid way. For example, I saw this TikTok. I'm gonna try to see if you guys see it. But super interesting. It's about life insurance. All right.
That'd be cool if we could put that on the.
I will actually just put it up here.
Why do only rich people know this? Rich people don't use life insurance to protect their family in case of their death. They're already rich. They don't need a policy to protect their family. They could just leave them their wealth. Kind of a no-brainer. Rich people actually use life insurance policies to build more wealth. There are many types of life insurance policies, but generally speaking, a permanent policy allows you to grow your cash value by around 5% or more tax-free annually. And that's just the beginning of what it can do. Those are already great returns on your investment, but it will also continue increasing the actual death benefit of the policy. The death benefit is what most people think of when they hear life insurance to begin with. The death benefit is the amount paid to the beneficiary in case of, death. The most important feature of these policies, though, is the ability to borrow against it. It's your money, and you can take out a loan against it, tax-free. Since you're taking out a loan against the cash value, though, that's not considered income, and therefore it's not taxed as income. So you could use the loan to buy an asset like real estate, which will create enough passive income to repay the loan and create you additional cash flow on top of just paying back the loan that you loaned yourself tax-free to protect your family.
I got some competition out there. Darth Vader is now.
I'll do that. Be a masked insurance agent.
That makes no sense. I don't know what he was like. I don't know what that video was for, but yeah, he was promoting permanent life insurance, but he had a Darth Vader bat.
Could have been, or he could have been just I think it's a wealth society thing. He's really what the rich do is get life insurance to actually create more wealth because You take a loan out on that insurance policy because it's your money, and then use it to buy an asset, and it's tax free because it's a loan, and then you can
Yeah.
pay it back with real estate. But anyways,
That was
yeah.
a little creepy too. Like he definitely like
Keeps you watching though. It's like, what is this?
he probably drinks blood or I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, yeah, TikTok. I mean, even TikTok, TikTok is one of those platforms that's getting a lot of viral hits, and people in the life insurance space. I've talked to a couple agents who have other agents who are doing like post and educational type stuff on TikTok, and they're getting leads. It's working. And okay, so we've talked about a lot so far. I'm trying to figure out how to organize this, but basically, you want to pick one platform to get rid. Like, as far as organic posting, like you should pick one platform to post there, and then redistribute that on like your Facebook page automatically.
Yeah.
Maybe have it automatically post as a tweet. But right now, I would say get good at TikTok for organic activities, because the organic reach is incredible. It's like what Facebook and Instagram used to be like in 2015, and I've seen a couple articles come out where Instagram and Facebook are actually losing user engagement and users to TikTok. TikTok is just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
But the way you can utilize Facebook and Instagram now is by running, an ad or a video that is interesting. Will get people interested in what you're selling, but they'll also see you in your local area because you're only running it, like a 20-mile radius around your city, and so it's almost like your own little advertising bubble where your video or your picture, your services are just floating around town, and you're going to go out and people are going to man, yeah, I saw your video on Instagram, or I saw it on Facebook. And that's, for some reason, people just can't grasp that concept, or maybe they're just, focusing so much time on selling that they don't have time, or they don't ever get the chance to adventure into that, advertising world on Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
But that's why I love advertising, because you can create the content one time and run it for months, and still everybody's not going to see it, because people move into town, people move out of town. You always got people. And if you always have that same video, as long as you might have to test a few pieces of content, to make sure that's going to get attention. It's going to get people reaching out to you, going to your page. But if you have that one piece of content circulating, now you're just paying $10 a day to be out there. You can focus on following up with the leads and selling, and you're not, spending 30 minutes or an hour a day making your Instagram posts pretty.
And it's instant results, which is nice. With
Exactly.
ads versus organic, the only way for that to really work, you got to be consistent, show the algorithm what kind of niche you are, and you got to be consistent with that posting to even get in front of the people that could like that type of stuff. And it's even harder to do that because, like, really, who really likes insurance agent like videos per se? It's probably other insurance agents.
Yeah.
It's probably the people that follow other insurance agents is other insurance agents. It's
Exactly.
kind of a niche to do organic. It's like, unless you're doing really funny viral videos or something like that, then it could work. But like Craig was saying, doing ads is for sure like the way to go, because instant results, you can see which ads are doing better, right? You do A/B tests, and I'm pretty sure Craig teaches you how to do that in our onboarding. But it's just like instant results, and you get to work right away instead of like, pumping out these videos. And if it's gonna work, especially for the niche, and it's just kind of tiring after a while, especially if it don't benefit.
Not to mention the organic content just continues to get pushed down by the new content and above it. I'm pretty sure you could probably scroll through Instagram, or hell, I mean, definitely TikTok, once you see one video, I mean, it's never going to show up in your news feed again, more than likely, it just gets,
Yeah. And the
but
whole
if you go
goal
to,
of the algorithm is like to keep you hooked. So if people aren't liking your post a lot, showing that they're hooked to your post, they ain't gonna show it at all. They want to show the little BS TikTok dances more because more people like that. And it keeps them on the app. So
exactly.
that's the whole deal.
But yeah, if you create an ad, you pay for that space, you're going to keep
So
showing
no
up for
matter
people.
what. Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
companies like TikTok, they want you to pay for that exposure, and it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's basically the two ways. You either pay for the exposure or you find a way to be so entertaining, you lock users on the app to be like addicted to your content in a way.
Yeah.
It's literally all about just like how long can you keep this user on there or can you pay us? It's all it's all a money thing.
Yeah. Monetization. Absolutely. So, that's why you advertise. That's why any business advertises, to get your message out there, to keep it out there in front of people. Yes, it's costing money, but it's also sending traffic to you, leads, and providing a return on that ad spend, on that investment,
And the other thing is after you start running these ads, right? Say you're doing 10 bucks a day, it's like $300 a month. You should be getting a pretty good amount of leads, right?
Yeah, I mean, depends on your content, but for our lead generation services, as we generate leads for agents, and typically we're seeing, $10 to $25 a lead on the final expense side. So if you have an ad that is producing revenue, then you can gauge, you can come up with an advertising marketing budget, because if you put $3,000 in, you're going to get 10,000 out, or whatever it may be. But for this, what I mentioned before, the ad in your area, any agent can do that, and most agents won't do that. So if you do that, you're going to be ahead of 99% of your competition in your local area, because most people aren't putting that, $5 to $10 a day up. It's not that expensive.
Yeah, they just don't know. They just think it's too complicated or it's not worth it. They're also 99% of the time, they probably don't have a system to follow up.
True. We talked a little bit about following up last week. But yeah, that's the other thing with lead generation and advertising. Once you start to get a lot of leads in, now you have to farm and manage them properly. I was on our insurance training call this morning, and one of the topics was bottlenecks, finding bottlenecks in your business. And that would be a potential bottleneck, right? Like the first bottleneck is not having enough leads or people to talk to. Once you have enough people and leads to talk to, the next bottleneck might be, following up with them properly, because a lot of agents don't follow up enough or properly. But I don't want to get too much into following up. I would like to focus on advertising on this episode, because, week to week, we'd like to bring, value in some form or fashion. And if we get to talking about too many topics, you might get confused,
Actually, so if an insurance agent wanted to start Facebook ads but didn't know where to start, where do you suggest they go to start or learn to do this as soon as possible?
Well, I would suggest our $47 a month plan with Alpha Agent CRM, because we actually provide Facebook and Google search ad training. That's for final expense ads. Like if you want final expense leads, on our $47 a month program.
And it has a 2-week free trial as well, right?
Yeah, 14-day free trial, and you can actually access the content and get a proven ad that's going to get leads in right away. That's a good idea too, though, James. We should have maybe some extra content or bonus content for our members, like this, local Facebook, Instagram marketing strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a special little offer for listeners, basically.
Yeah, because that's what we're all about, just helping agents be successful.
Mhm.
I'm a licensed insurance agent, so I know the business industry. I'm trying to talk James and getting his license here.
Oh, I will.
I know he'll have it pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, all the content we produce, our agents, we're recruiting agents, building a team. So like, we're in this business with you, doing it. I'm testing out the leads, the ads, making sure everything's quality. So yeah, but if you don't have $47 a month, then I suggest starting on YouTube and typing in, how to set up a Facebook ad, how to run a simple Facebook ad, or how to run an Instagram ad. There are tutorials on YouTube that will
show you what you need to do.
Yeah, they'll show you what you need to do at a basic level.
Yeah, the only problem with that, though, I would say, I've experienced this myself as well. With the course, you have very direct like steps on what to do in order to get that ad live, especially if it's insurance focused. But if you're on YouTube, like just searching how to do a Facebook ad, it's probably gonna be a part of what you should know. And then you have to go look and make sure you have the right part to go adjacent with that. And hopefully it
Exactly.
really applies to your industry. So are you actually saving money, or are you losing valuable time? When you
Exactly, because it's going to cost you one or the other. If you want to learn this stuff and start, doing some of your own marketing,
Yeah,
it's either going to cost you money or time,
yeah.
and then that's
Experimenting with your ad spend. Why don't you just do it the way that it's already proven and working? Got a free trial, just do it real quick. But there is YouTube endlessly about Facebook ads, like great
yeah.
stuff. So
And that's up to you. It's like, do you want to? Because I've experienced the same thing on YouTube. You look at how to do something,
so rabbit
kind of
hole.
get an idea, and you can get through it, but there's always other questions, or you got to go look somewhere else.
Yeah. And then you might end up watching a cat video in the end, and you
Yeah, you get distracted.
So
You got all this crazy stuff on YouTube now that's so distracting, like those time-lapse videos of somebody,
building a house out of a stick.
yeah, or taking off the top of a salt shaker or something. I don't know, all that bullshit that's out there. I think we can cuss a little bit on the podcast, not a lot.
Well, it's our podcast, man.
That's right. But yeah, it's either, when you're looking into learning this stuff, it's either going to cost you time or money. And then if you decide to spend money, it's going to save you time. Like, yeah, it costs money. I mean,
It's no free lunch.
James and I have both bought programs over the years. I mean, I've spent like 30 grand on different online advertising courses and, e-commerce courses and stuff like that. But the return I've gotten back on that is tenfold. I mean, every time I've invested in myself, I've always gotten that return back,
Mhm.
in some form or fashion. Usually it's money, because I invest in skills that I become an expert at and can charge people for. And it's the same way in your insurance business. Like, you invest a little money, learn a little bit about advertising and promoting yourself, branding yourself, and that's going to come back to you in the form of clients.
Mhm.
And then once you start getting more money coming in, you can hire someone like
To
our
delegate that out.
like James and I, to run your whole marketing program for you. And then you're just focusing on, handling client calls, making sales. And then when you really scale, you could bring in, a processor, like somebody to do the applications, an
Mhm.
appointment setter to follow up the leads.
Basically building that pyramid and delegating every process until you're at the top looking down.
Exactly. You're building your business and scaling it.
Yeah. And the best way to delegate is like when you know how to do that specific process. So if you learn how to do Facebook ads, especially for your industry,
And in marketing,
outsource that easily, because now you know what to do, you know what to look for, you know what to like expect from this service being done, and boom.
exactly.
So,
And marketing and advertising is a good place to start, like investing in your business, in yourself, because what runs all of our businesses is leads. If you don't have people to talk to, you don't have people to sell policies to, you're not making money.
fading away. Yeah.
I mean, you could put in a bunch of money on the back end, have everything ready to go, but if you don't have new people coming in, which is the bloodline of our business, it's the fuel that keeps it pumping. Got to have new people coming in, and advertising, branding is a way to do that. And so I encourage every one of you to steer away from trying to figure out the best organic strategy or posting. It's good to post on Instagram and your Facebook page like once a week, even once every 2 weeks. That way, if someone looks, like you talk to somebody, they Google your Instagram. It happened to me yesterday. I was meeting with a potential client, and they were like, "How do you get leads?" I was like, "Well, I get a lot of leads from YouTube." And they were like, "Oh, okay." Because I was looking at your Instagram, and you haven't posted it since like 2019, which is accurate on one of my business pages, Flat Mountain Media. I haven't, because I get leads and stuff through advertising. I don't really have to focus on the organic, but the organic is good because if people search you like that, it lets them know that you're still around, that you're current. It's like, okay, this person's
Active.
like, it just adds a little credibility there. Like, okay, this person's real. So I could do better at that, but we're doing pretty good at that on Alpha Agent CRM. We got our Instagram going, but like organic is not one of our strategies with Instagram. It is with the podcast. The podcast is a good way to create content, and any agent can start their own podcast. I would not recommend starting there because there are some technical things that you kind of have to set up and do, but
costs and more stuff to learn, and it's still organic. So
yeah,
it take a while to take full effect. So,
but
seems like your time would be better used doing Facebook ads if you want fast results.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, just advertising, I think in the community, or maybe in your whole state even. But that's more for brand recognition, people recognizing you in town, in your city. When you're advertising for leads, I typically recommend, unless you're gung-ho on meeting people in person, but a lot of agents are doing virtual sales right now. So I would target the whole state, and even multiple states if you're licensed in multiple states, and that's the beauty of, virtual sales and advertising. You can advertise 2,000 miles away, somebody on the Pacific coast, you're on the East Coast, you can keep working until 10 o'clock at night because you got leads coming in from California, so it opens up. And I know there's a lot of lead vendors out there, kind of reverting back to our podcast last week, which was about taking your marketing into your own hands. That's really what we're talking about, using advertising to have yourself, your skills as your own lead vendor. You're getting leads in, and that way you have a backup plan, in case leads with one vendor go south, or, they disappear, their leads aren't good, they're aged, whatever it may be. Advertising puts the power back in your hands because You can say, okay, that's fine. I got this campaign. I know it's going to get me leads at $5 to $10 a piece. I'll just turn that on at $50 a day. And now I got leads coming in, making sales. That's why it's important to figure out advertising. I mean, if you have a good lead source and you are closing deals consistently, like that's why insurance agents buy leads, because they don't have time to learn all this stuff typically to generate their own leads, because you got to have people coming in to make sales. So, it's a balance for sure. And you gotta actually want to have your own lead source, or put in a little effort to get your own ad set up and stuff. However, there's full management options out there. Like me and James can, run everything for you for a fee, of course, but there's a way to not have to learn how to do it yourself. Our value, our offers, we meet people where they are. Some people want to learn everything themselves. We can help you do that. Some people need a little help, but wanted to learn how to do it themselves. We can help you with that. Some people don't want to fool with it at all and just show up to appointments and follow up with leads. We can help you out with that as well. We just are putting this out there to help you and your business. And so, today we just wanted to teach you a little bit about advertising. I think this is a good start. We'll probably have a couple series on advertising and maybe break down each platform. What do you think about that, James?
Oh yeah, because I feel like there's definitely a platform, you probably know, that would be more beneficial to the insurance industry. Like for example, like if you're looking for gym owners, right? You're not a lot of gym owners on LinkedIn compared to lawyers. Lawyers are all over the place on LinkedIn. So, like, you gotta understand your demographic of the exact person you're looking for, and then find that based on testing the different platforms. So you find the gold mine and just keep pushing that. So
exactly, so that's, stick with us. We launch new episodes right now every Friday. Well, at least we record them on Fridays. I don't know.
Once a week.
We release a new podcast once a week. We plan on being here for a while, so stick around. We're going to be talking about different platforms: email marketing, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Twitter. I mean, we're going to dive into everything. So y'all stick around. I think we're going to probably close this episode out here. Don't forget, in pretty much everywhere you find this podcast, whether it's Apple, Spotify, the podcast app, YouTube, we're going to have a link to a 12-day follow-up built out, text messages and emails for 12 days. It's already built out that you can use manually, or you can sign up for a free trial.
It's already in there, built ready, automated. So
that's right.
By the way,
alphaagentcrm.com/get-started. That's our website. That's where you can contact us. You can learn more about our final expense and mortgage protection lead system, the CRM, the IUL leads, and the annuity leads. That's what we focus on as far as training, but any agent can use the CRM. We're just out here building alpha agents. So
yeah, it. That's a tagline right there.
Become an alpha agent.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, y'all find that link, and you can get to our website from there. Request the 12-day follow-up. We'll send it to you automatically. It could be customized for final expense, regular term, mortgage protection, health insurance, life insurance, IULs. You can make it what you want. But if you need to follow up with leads, need a solid game plan to follow, we got you right here. So just request that in the link. And then I don't have anything else, James. I'm about to drop the mic.
You do it. Drop the mic. We're out.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.